So today we'll be looking at the activation called Life Insight. And they say, oh, neurotraining, what's that? You can say, well, it's something that trains you from the inside out. And the more you do it, the better you get. So the more that you use these processes in the activations, the more you're going to remind your nervous system to come out of the supportive habits. And we've got a 30, 60, 90-day approach that so it retrains the entire neurology. So sometimes we could be doing certain things, we could be rubbing points, we could be putting our eyes in different positions like we're going to be doing today. We could do being all sorts of actual techniques, but it includes a variety of physical retraining the thought patterns so that you shift your thoughts and your perceptions. And that's very much the focus today, shifting the mental patterns, because sometimes if we were just to get away from our own thoughts, we would have a better day. Of course, there's emotional conflicts and defusing and decreasing our reactions to emotional challenges. And then there's the energetic imbalances to do with the meridians, the chakras, and other forms of energy that we have. Who would like to have a go at describing what they think adaptation is? Someone have a go. So when we shift your mind, you start to shift your life. So we start by using this model that looks like a simple triangle, but it's actually much bigger and broader than that and has many other facets to it. So what that looks like, if you were just to hold your own self, would be to place one hand over your forehead. So it's not up on the hair, it's on the forehead, just over the eyebrows. If you only had one arm, the thing to always remember is to place one hand on the front, because you want the blood that's in the back brain, red alert mode, screaming at you to come back to the front. Because physiologically, the things inside the middle of our brain, there's a bridge called the corpus callosum, there's lots of blood supply, there's nerve supply that get closed down when the back brain, particularly down in the left, starts to really go on red alert, and you've got that alarm system going. So because it's important to get the blood supply, we hold the front and back of our head and simply look up and breathe in our nose and out. And then we look up to a corner. It doesn't matter whether it's... Let's have a look more closely at how you would count that out. Ribs 5 and 6. So to count, first of all, we've got the clavicle or the collarbone. And just under the collarbone, there's just a little dip in there. That's the top of rib 1. You could do a whole area like this, or you could do little bits. Like when my arm gets tired, I do little bits along the ribs there.
Okay, I'm going to leave it on the this one because we're just going to be tapping. So if we've got nearly all of the points there, we're going to start, of course, with number 1, being the stomach. Can you hear it?
We use the meridian system, as has been discovered by the Chinese traditional medicine people, to help us to be able to identify the channels of energy or the pathways to stimulate the energy to flow through. So in this process, we're going to look at how specifically to stimulate this flow and to give you some idea of what's possible with your own energy system.
So this is the stomach meridian.